Hi, everybody. So my CBI activity will be held in the Michoacana ice cream shop. It will consist of it will be three adults and 12 students, but I will have one student using the AAC device. So my focus student we'll call him Michael, in memory of a student that I met during the time I was doing my clinicals. So Michael is learning how to use this new speech case device that has just been mounted to his wheelchair. So the educators they have to do with um, they're always around Michael and they have to do they're- they have to do with Michael. They all receive training, and they have been we have all been teaching Michael how to um, use the device, and we have been assisting him and teaching him how to use the device. So my goal for him, for Michael, my goal is that the student will use an AAC speech communication device by adjusting the volume so that it's audible to the listener in a quiet or noisier situation independently. And this will be done 80% participation. I mean, 80% opportunities. Um, my next goal is that the student will communicate by selecting an icon from a category page to request food with indicated choice 4 out of 5 opportunities. Um, so the objective here is that Michael will adjust the volume. Once he gets there, he has to determine, is it noisy in here or is it quiet? Should I lower the volume or should I higher the volume? Michael will also indicate the flavor of ice cream he wants, and how many scoops, and what type of ice cream cone does he want, by using the icons. He also has to say please and thank you, yes or no, or one or two. And all this he will be doing it by using the icons on the iPad. So my data that I use is a checklist. So in the checklist, Michael, he will be, you will put let's say the assistant is with Michael or myself. Uh, did he adjust the volume independently? Check if he did. Did he adjust the volume with assistant? And you check that. Order independently. Did he order independently? Did he do it by himself? Check. Or he ordered with assistance. Did somebody have to help him? Check. And then how many times did he try? Because remember, one of my goals is 4 out of 5 opportunities. So how many times did it take him to uh how many times did it take him to accomplish the goal that we were seeking for? Um so then preparing for the CBI activity, I had to go to the restaurant. It's a really cute restaurant, and it doesn't have steps. It doesn't have steps. So Michael is able to. We are able to wheel Michael in there. It's wide enough for the students to sit and for Michael to have a place in the sitting area. And you also have to obtain a menu so you could bring it back to the class. Um, Speak to the owner and get information from her, and then get information. You give her some of your heads up about your students and their disabilities and the goal that you're trying to obtain. That's So then before visiting the Michoacana, you already have the menu. So you have the students look at the menu, practice reading the menu and ordering. So you could practice also ordering, um, with always saying please and thank you, always using those manners. Also, I would send the menu home so the parents could kind of guide them to what to order that day. Maybe the parents just want one scoop because two scoops gives, it's too much sugar or something. So I would also send the menu home so the parents could help them, um, pick what kind of the flavor and how many scoops and what kind of cone. Um, Also, before the day of activity, um, prepare the the device. Put in the vocabularies that he's gonna need, that Michael will need that day. So that's what I did. I added a new page to the device, and I added all the vocabulary words that Michael would need that day. Leaving some old ones that for um for him to communicate with his friends as well. And then the day of the activity, the CBI activity, just making sure that the students have their ID cards and they have the suitable information in there, like the school's phone number, your phone number, what are they allergic to, do they take medication, um, you know, if you don't remember how many scoops did their parents say they could have, just information that you might need in there. Also, take their medications with you. And then I would take an EpiPen because you never know. Have your permission slips ready with all the emergency contacts in there, and kind of have a plan like what to do if something happens. Have your bus attendant's number just in case you have to leave earlier than expected. Have his number. Know who to contact just in case something happens. um you never know. So like, do I take the child if something happens to the child? Do I take the child back to the um to the school? Do I just call 911 and have send them to the hospital? Always have a plan. Have an emergency plan for the trip. And then the day of, I didn't want them to go early to this field trip because I didn't want to ruin their lunch. And since it is ice cream, I didn't want them to have ice cream so early. So I planned the trip for 12 p.m. and for them to arrive at the shop at 12:15 because it's not far from there. And the students will order and eat the ice cream at the shop. And this will give the students a chance to eat there and then conversate with each other, especially since we're trying to have Michael use his device, know how to use his device. This will be a great opportunity to see and to help him. We will be departing at 1:15 from the place to arrive at the school at 1:30. One thing that I forgot to mention when you're planning also, plan if you're gonna walk there or if you're gonna use the school bus, because you have to reserve the school bus, I believe 2 or 3 weeks before the day of the trip. Um, Once the students arrive at the school, and they are settled in and everything, give them about 10 minutes to talk to a person. Um, I will give them 10 minutes to talk to a person that didn't attend the field trip so they could tell them about their experience or just tell them about what kind of ice cream they ate. Once again, to touch that goal, communication. Um, yeah. And the skills that were we will accomplish here are the communication and social skills, but also math, because I forgot to mention they would only be giving $10. Each student would only be giving $10. So with those $10, they have to decide if they have enough for one scoop, two scoops, or do they have enough for one ice cream with water. So that's a math skills that they will be touching, and that will be with assistance. So here I'm going to show you what I did. I did have to learn how to use it, and it was very interesting. So I even did my notes here, how to use the device. So I did have my own training here, and the So the app that I use was Touch Chat, and here it is, the one that I did. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here.
I want an ice cream cone, please.
What kind of ice cream would you like?
Cookies and cream.
What kind of cone?
Sweet wafer cone.
Do you want 1 scoop or 2 scoops?
2 scoops. With whipped cream. Please. No nuts. How much is it? Have a nice day. You are nice.
And then a little bit of...
I want an ice cream cone, please. Cookies and cream. Sweet wafer cone, 2 scoops with whipped cream. No nuts. Thank you. You are nice. I want an ice cream cone, please. Cookies and cream. Sweet wafer cone, 2 scoops with whipped cream. Please, no nuts. Have a nice day. You're nice. What kind of ice cream did you get?
Just to have a conversation with somebody.
Do you like it? Yummy.
So yeah, I made my own page. It does have its own page to communicate
I want.
or social.
Goodbye.
So yeah, and that's it. Thank you.